Hi, everyone. Happy Double Down Day. How has everybody been doing? Hopefully well. I like longer sprints, so I've logged in and done, I'm just going to turn down the music, and worked along, but with longer sprints, because I'm working on some cue cards and then printing out the according chapter to go with the cue card, because I have a feeling I'm going to switch some stuff. So I'm going to make it so that it's easier for me to follow without it being in the computer and searching and scrolling and doing a search. So let's go down, but I have a few things to write this in this time period. So I'm just going to actually type today and see how far we can get. So welcome everyone. Sarah, hi friends. I'm using these sprints to get some chores done around the house. It is the weekend. Kay, just popping in to say hi and boop that like button. Thanks, Kay. I hope your day's going good. Back to gaming with the hubs. Good luck. Have a good game. Okay, Taylor. I've got some graphics to make before I jump back into words. What are you doing for graphics? Havren, hello. How are you today? And hello, hopping back, hoping to break writing block today. What are you writing first off? Like, is it a novel? Is it a short story? Are you working on like a screenplay, articles of any sort? What is it exactly that you're working on, Avram? Bryn, hi. Miranda, hello, hearties. I'm beta reading on my phone. Yay for Google Docs. It's so convenient. So convenient. Okay, Martina, hello, everyone. The day has already been very productive. I'll treat myself to some reading during your sprints. Input time. Nice. You have to feed yourself, right? Spiritually, creatively, you have to feed yourself to get any further along. Hi, all. Still here. Figured out a solution to the plot problem. We'll put in a load of laundry and keep at it. Way to go, Jackie. So everybody's been doing pretty good. Hi, Tyler. How are you today? I'm pretty sure that's probably a fake Tyler. And I'm not sure how to delete them. Working on a children's chapter book series about a young storm chaser. Nice. That's fantastic, Ember. So what exactly are you, like, where in the story are you stuck? Like, are you midpoint, the end? And Leslie Jenkins, hello, everyone. How's it going today? Okay, I'm going to delete this guy because I'm pretty sure he's not real. And we'll go from there. Midpoint, my kryptonite. Okay, midpoint. So where, like, if you were to like put aside the entire book and everything that you had planned, if I were to say to you, what's your main conflict? Would you know what it is? And then if I were to say to you, how is that going to go down? Would you know that answer too? And then when it goes down, who's left standing? What's the outcome? And then does it change the setting? Are you in a different place? Like, skip the midpoint and go 2 steps in front of it and then work your way back, if that makes any sense, Ember. It always helps me. Usually when I say I'm stuck, it's like process. I'm still, like, it's not story ever. It's always process, because these rewrites, they get me confused. I don't know what it is about it that just does not compute in my head, but give me a rewrite and I will show you my downfall. I'm hoping the second and the third book, because they weren't messed around with as much, go quicker. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to do 30-minute sprints, 5-minute breaks, and then at the end, if you guys want a little break time to go eat dinner, go for a walk, stretch, get some drinks, we'll log off. And if not, we'll go forward with a shorter sprint. So if you want to give me your vote on that in the comments, that is what we will do. And now I'm going to mute myself because it's time to be quiet. Just under a minute is left in the sprint. Around 25 seconds. Hi guys, we're on break. Give me 1 second. I just want to jot down what I was in the middle of. There we go. Okay. So how did everybody do? I got, where's my count? 437. 437 words. Okay. I changed the 2 chapters before it to amalgamate it. So now I'm also changing the chapter ahead of it because timelines change, things happen. So that was a very productive sprint. Okay, let's see. Ember. Midpoint, my kryptonite. We're going to get to that. How did it go? Write it in. Hello. The question for the group for that sprint was, where do you go for inspiration? I take a walk for inspiration, some kind of movement. I also do the same, Beth. I wrote a little thing there about sometimes, like if it's a really big block creatively, I need a day alone. Like I can't talk. I just have to like do my thing. If you guys can hear it, my very incredibly messy eater dog is out there eating her dinner, and it's driving me insane. Music and movie night. Next day, I'm usually good to go. It's like almost like we have to unplug energetically to kind of charge ourselves back up, right? We only have so many batteries left. Martina, besides what you already mentioned, I take myself on an artist date. I really like this idea. It actually made me stop and pause for a moment when I was typing because it's a pretty good idea. Once a month, I do something or go to a place that inspires me by myself. I usually include a lot of journaling too. So you just take like a notebook with you, Martina, no laptop or anything. Like you don't give yourself the opportunity to work, I guess is my question. Heather, I have been recouping from an art market event that I was a vendor for today and planning for the next. At the moment, taking into account what I really needed. Good for you. Being self-aware is a really big gift in life. Definitely walks, preferably parks and trails, art estates. Nice. And hi, Martina. Stepping away to eat dinner, guys. I'll be done revising my packing list. Leslie, I read for inspiration, not just fiction, but nonfiction. Songs are good too. Nonfiction's really great for inspiration. A good biography always gives you a different insight into life, right? We only get to walk around on our own shoes for so long. Taylor, I got my graphics done, so back to words for next sprint. Yay, Taylor, you did it. Miranda, my phone needs charging, so I need it. So blah, blah, blah. So I needed reading a paperback. Oh, you're just reading a paperback. It's Urban Paranormal. I'm reading this series again. Oh, it's a second run through. Miss Page, finished the book I started this morning and ready to take a break from devices for a bit. Miss B thinks we should cuddle, or maybe she just wants treats. You know, my dog hasn't spoken to me all day long, and as soon as I'm on here, that's her, like, out in the other room, just going, meow. She wants me to stop what I'm doing and go and congratulate her for eating dinner, because that's what we do. Martina, yes, when I go on my artist date, I don't bring any electronics with me. My phone is off. Dedicated travel journal for it with the space writing and drawing and scrapbooking. Why don't you come in here? Come over here. Get in here. What's wrong with you? Martina, I also know how the location event worked for me, so that you know if you need to go back there for a recharge. That's a great idea too. Oops, ended up words are hard. Some days it really are, Martina. Some days they are. Okay, so we're going back into a 30-minute sprint. Did anybody have any input on whether or not you want a tinier sprint at the end, or you'd like to just go and get yourselves regrouped for the next one? It's Angela tonight. I'm going to put her channel link pinned to the top. And good luck, guys. I am going to mute myself and my dog. Just under 2 minutes left. Okay, and the sprint is all finished. How did you guys do? I got 219. I was just reading along in a chapter and decided that I wanted to change how I described something, make her a little bit more neurotic, as opposed to, I can handle this. No, she can't. In the comments section, I gotta write that down too. Yeah. Martina, thanks for the sprints. I'm getting up to move around so I can sit for a few more hours during the later sprints. See you next time. Thank you for being here. I'm good for a shorter sprint, but I don't mind either way. I just know for me, when I'm doing them, usually I like to go get a drink, stretch it out, put her around. So I just wanted to make sure that we're doing what everybody would like to do. I fell asleep while reading. That was a full 30 minutes, LOL. You had a little nap. That's fun. I am in the middle of documenting things on cue cards and looking at old, like I have an idea document that's about 90 pages long. So just making sure that I didn't miss anything really good that I had written that I wanted to get in there. There's so many things I want to get in here, but there's 2 more books, so I have a little bit of grace there. 396 words over the last 2 sprints. I took a break for dinner. Good girl. What'd you have for dinner? I still have yet to do that. I took out chicken. And I have a lot of, I have broccoli, zucchini, and asparagus that I have to make. And then probably rice. We'll probably do coconut rice. So yeah, talking about my hubby made pizza. That's a good hubby. Does he get a sticker or a cookie for it? It's so exciting. So yeah, writer's block I never tend to have, but I do have processing blocks. So if any of you have any pointers on how to rewrite a novel faster or more efficiently, I would really enjoy those tips, because it's way harder than writing 3 books first go. It really has kind of thrown me for a loop. The inspiration, though, it comes with my muse. It's an actor, and he's beautiful, and I just love him to death. But yeah, I don't. Usually, you take the day and you process, and then I'll put a movie on, and it'll kind of gels together, the ideas. But the the process of rewriting is difficult. And then when do you know when you're done? And seeing that it's a series, I've had a lot of people tell me that they don't have advice for me because they've never written a series, and like especially not as a first-time author. So it's one of those things. I'm trying, but life happens as well. 6:42, thanks for the sprints. I'm going to call it a day with nearly 4K today. Good job, Taylor. Pat yourself on the back. I know that I want to make dinner when we're done here, and then I'm definitely going to get in for probably the last hour of Angela's and all of Fox's. I'll stay up late with Fox tonight just because she's funny. With all the stuffed animals and things going on, it's very entertaining. Okay, so we're going into the third sprint. Yep, third sprint. And I will see you at the end. And we'll decide whether or not we're going to do a quick 10 minutes after that or not. I'm going to silence myself. And is there anything in particular that you would like to get done this evening, right? We're going into the evening sprints. What are your goals for the next few hours? Because we got 5 left, I think. 5.5, 4.5. So, I mean, realistically, 4.5 hours, you can get a lot done. That went fast. We have under a minute left. Ten seconds. Done. How did everybody do? I got 115 words, but in reviewing the document, I also realized I'm on a lot of medication for I have a few discs out, and so last fall I was really medicated, and like it was Angela actually that said to me, Sarah, stop playing with it, you're gonna mess it up. But when I look back at what I did last fall, I really mucked it up. I've been trying to fix those problems as I'm going through it right now, but I put my midpoint somewhere in Act 1 for some reason, and I have been trying to remove all of those points ever since. It's taken me about 2 weeks, and I still think there's things out of place. I don't know what I was thinking, other than I just wasn't. Okay, let's go to the comments. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining us. I hope you had some stuff done during that sprint. Sarah had to run errands, but managed to do the dishes, start laundry, and sunbathe for 45 minutes. Thanks for hosting, Sarah. No problem. I'm sure we'll see you this week at some point. Miranda, I got a snack and got some more beta reading done. Wonderful. I got 2 chapters done. Good for you, Beth. Jessica, I wrote about 800 words. In that sprint, like in 30 minutes, you're a fast typer, or for the entire time, because that would be about an hour for me, I think. It won't scroll up. There we go. 482 words. Wonderful, Ember. That's amazing. Leslie got distracted by my fountain pen, but we're making progress. You know, I was using a fountain pen when I first started these 3 years ago. And when I look back at like all the notes and handwriting from back then, I think I'm gonna buy another one. Jessica Overend in that sprint. Wonderful. Great job. You guys are doing amazing. So it is 6:47, so basically 6:50. You can take 10 minutes as a break, but I'm going to personally start myself off for that 10 minutes again, just to get going. And then we will be joining Angela, who's pinned at the top of the comments, for her sprints from 7 until 9, and then Fox is from 9 till 11. So we still have 4 hours to go. Make sure to get up and stretch, go outside, get some fresh air, get a drink, tidy your spaces if you need to, plan for the rest of the weekend because we still have Sunday left. Tomorrow, I don't know who's on tomorrow. Let me look for you guys. Does anybody have any big plans? I know I have to shop. It's Mother's Day. It's also my father's birthday. So I have to figure out all of that. Okay. So the 3rd, May 3rd is 9 a.m. Mel, 3 p.m. Sarah P, and 7 p.m. Fox. So we have 3 sprints tomorrow that we can join in if we have some time. I'm sure they'd all love to see you. And then I'll be live next on Monday at 6, and then Monday at 6 a.m., I should preference, and Tuesday at 6 p.m. I realized today I have the Rocket notebooks. I'm sure most of you know that you write in them with those erasable pens. I put down a plate on top of that notebook today, and luckily I noticed it was sitting there because the plate was hot, and I was like, oh my God, because I could not imagine losing like the ideas that are on those pages, because you can screenshot them in the app and then it transfers to text. So when I broke my arm, that's what I was doing. So I have a couple that are filled that I've been trying to take some stuff out of. Ember, I've just begun writing without a plan, and now that I'm almost 4K words in, I want to change the main conflict. Oh, okay. Why is it that you want to change the main conflict? I won't ask you what it is, but why? What's the sole purpose of changing the main conflict? We got time. We can chat if you want to chat on YouTube. Yeah, I would ask you why. Like, what is the purpose? What do you get out of it? What's the bonuses? What's the perks to doing that thing? Right? Because everything has to have meaning and it has to go in the right place. So I think changing it will clarify the moral. I want to tell him this. Okay, then that makes sense, right? Does it also clear your writer's block for the rest of it? Like, if you changed your midpoint, will it help you through your block that you're having? Because it's like the moral of the story is a very big deal. Everything has to have a reason why. If anything, I think I have too many themes in each book, because like I basically have to foreshadow book 3's themes into book 1 and book 2's themes into book 1. And then actually the themes for book 1 have to be like solved in that novel. So it's been an interesting journey. I do like writing series. Like, it's nice to have like 3 books to be able to tell their story and like get really in depth with it, but it's not an easy thing to do at all. Like, the problem that I'm looking at right now is probably going to take me most of the night to figure out and fix. So I'm looking at a 4-hour mistake, and it happens, but I should have known better. You know, when you just want to like tell yourself off, you should have known better. So yeah, oh, hi. I have a friend in my space. What are you doing? I'm just gonna give you a minute. I know you want to go outside and play with the people. Okay, so I think it does. I've been writing without the moral in mind, but I think my current conflict is making it more complicated than it needs to be, especially for a kid's book. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if I've ever spoken to any of you about the fact that like with mindset books or like personal I guess they call them self-help, but I don't really think of books like Atomic Habits, and I don't really think productive time management books are really, they're not really self-help, right? Mindset books, I really don't consider. I think self-help is when you have a problem and you're trying to solve a problem. But we did some mindset work over the course of last year, and I was reading the kids' versions because it was so much more concise and like to the point, and you didn't have to beat around the bush 27 ways. So I would say, yeah, the simpler the conflict it is, but maybe have one underlying thing that drives the story forward that you still have to solve. Mm-hmm. Havren. 3 books with the same couple. It is 3 books with the same couple. It's not done very often, but it's 3 books with the same couple. Different problems and different hurdles that they have to face. And then there's like the 2 main hurdles that go through the series. There's a lot going on, and they're fun. Like I don't mind reading them the way that they are now, except for these mistakes. But they have to be more concise. They're very, very long. And a lot of it's just my fantasies about this actor on TV that I love with like a fiery passion. He's such a good man. With the moral in mind, LOL. Exactly, with the moral in mind. Because you can't have everything, and like, I'm nobody, I don't know anything. But my suggestion is when you get out of the conflict, there still has to be something to solve, because it's not the end of the book. So it has to be complicated enough that like most of it's kind of cleaned up, but you still have one portion to tidy. That's just my suggestion, if that makes any sense. So yeah, three books, same couple, different problems. Book 1 though has like a time hopping section, Havren, that it's really killing me. Like it's a trip basically, and they're in different places. So it starts with her part, his part in each chapter, and then it also time hops. After 2 days, it'll hop back to the weekend that they met, that they got to spend time together. So it's making sure that it's clear and concise for the reader too, otherwise you get completely lost. I appreciate your suggestions. I hope they're helpful. Now I want to read the series. When it's done, you can totally read it. I'd have absolutely no problem even talking to you about it now, because sometimes I need people to talk about it, and you know, not everybody's available all the time. But yeah, it's I really love the 2 of them, and the people that have read it, they really love him. He's they think that she's kind of an idiot because she doesn't want to open the door to again, so to speak, but she gets there. She has her reasons. Okay, guys, I think we're 3 minutes left. I'm gonna bid you all adieu, and I'm gonna head over to Angela's and get some work done still, and make dinner, and probably clean up a bit. But thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. And close to 11 o'clock, I hope we all have a word count that we're happy with. Have a good night, guys. Good luck writing.